There's a cash flow system the rich quietly use every day, and it's the reason their money keeps growing while everyone else keeps working. It's not illegal, it's not complicated, and it's definitely not taught in school. In fact, most people never learn it, because the moment you understand how this cash flow system works, you stop playing the money game the way the system wants you to. In the next few minutes, I'm going to break down the exact cash flow system rich people use, why it stays invisible to most professionals and students, and how you've been interacting with it your entire life without realizing it. Here's something uncomfortable. Every single day, you're using money, but almost no one ever teaches you how money actually works. Not the definition, not the budgeting tips, the real system, the one quietly deciding who builds wealth and who stays busy their entire life. And what wild is this? The people who understand the system are not smarter than you. They just learned rules you were never shown. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through how money really works. Not the version taught in schools, but the version that quietly runs the economy in the background. Once you see it, you'll realize something unsettling. You've been playing a game without ever being told the rules. Let me start with a simple idea that changes everything. There are two money systems operating at the same time. Most people only ever experience one of them. System one, the time for money system. This is the world most of us grow up in. You wake up, you go to school, you get a job, you trade hours for dollars. It feels logical, responsible, safe. You earn money, then life takes it from there. Taxes, rent or mortgage, groceries, transportation, subscriptions you forgot you even signed up for. By the time the month ends, the money's gone. Then you repeat the process next month, next year, next decade. This is what most people call normal. But normal doesn't mean effective. It's a treadmill. You can run faster, you can earn more, but you're still standing in the same place. Now here's the part nobody tells you. The people who build real wealth are not running faster on the treadmill. They stepped into a different system entirely. Let's talk about system two, the system you don't see. This is where money doesn't just get earned. It moves, it multiplies, it feeds itself. Wealthy people don't rely on a single paycheck. They rely on flows. Money coming in from multiple directions, businesses, investments, ownership stakes, assets that keep working after the work is done. And the biggest difference? They don't wait until the end of the month to see what's left. They make decisions before the money ever touches their lifestyle. That's the part that changes everything. Quick question, and be honest. When your paycheck hits your account, do you already know where most of it is going? Exactly, that's not accidental. Now, why most people never build wealth? Here's what usually happens. Money comes in, you feel relief, maybe even a little excitement. Then you allocate it to life. Bills first, then comfort, then convenience. And whatever's left gets spent too. Not because you're reckless, but because there's no system intercepting the flow. Money comes in once, money goes out forever. That's the trap. The wealthy learned something early. If you don't tell your money where to go, it will disappear quietly. So they do something that feels boring, but works insanely well. They intercept money before lifestyle inflation touches it. The core mechanism, the real engine. Let's break this down simply. Think of money like water flowing through pipes. Most people have one pipe. Work, paycheck, expenses. Gone. Wealth builders redesigned the plumbing. They build a loop. Stage one, inflow. Money comes in from work, business, or skills. Nothing fancy here. The difference is they don't rely on just one source forever. But even with one income, the system still works. Stage two, interception. Before the money gets spent, a portion gets redirected automatically. Not someday, not if there's extra. First, and this is the step most people skip, and it's the most important one. Stage three, multiplication. That intercepted money goes into assets, not stuff, not consumption. Assets, things that generate returns, index funds, businesses, real estate, ownership stakes. The exact vehicle matters less than the principle. The money is now working, not waiting. And the part that feels fake. Here's where psychology kicks in. When you spend money, it feels real. When you invest money, it feels abstract. It's just numbers on a screen, so most people ignore it. They focus on what they can touch and forget what's quietly compounding. Wealthy people do the opposite. They ignore the noise and focus on the system. Because once money starts generating returns, those returns get reinvested, which means next year, more money is working. And the year after that, even more. This is compounding, not a buzzword, a force. This is usually where people say, yeah, but that's for rich people. Let's slow that thought down. Why this isn't about how much you make. Here's something that surprises people. Most wealth isn't built by massive income. It's built by consistency plus time. Someone making $50,000 a year who consistently invests 10% often ends up better off than someone making $120,000 who spends everything. because income doesn't build wealth. Systems do. Let's make this real. Imagine someone earning $50,000 a year. They automate $5,000, just 10%, into a basic, low-cost investment. No genius picks, no day trading, no crypto moonshots, just time. Over 10 years, that grows into something meaningful. Over 20, life-changing. Over 30, financial independence becomes realistic. Same job, same income, different system. So why doesn't everyone do this? Why isn't this taught in school? Because the economy depends on the opposite behavior. Think about it. Banks profit when you borrow. Credit cards profit when you carry balances. Companies profit when you consume. The system needs workers who need paychecks, consumers who spend quickly, people who stay dependent. If everyone built a cash flow system early, people would have leverage, options, freedom. And systems don't like that. So instead, we retaught, budget better, work harder, blame yourself, while never being shown the structure underneath. Now, the shift that changes everything. Here's the good news. This isn't a conspiracy. It's not a secret society. It's just a system. And systems can be learned. You don't need to overhaul your life tomorrow. You just need to start redirecting the flow. Step 1. Awareness track where your money actually goes for 30 days. No judgment, just data. Step 2. Interception. Pick a percentage, even 5% or 10%. That's your starting point. Step 3. Automation. Set it up so it happens without willpower. Before spending, before excuses. Then let time do the heavy lifting. Here's what eventually happens. One day, you realize your money is doing work. Even when you're not, you're no longer desperate for the next paycheck. You're no longer trapped by every decision. The system is running, and that's when money stops controlling you. This is how money really works. Not magic, not luck. Just systems that most people were never taught. The question now isn't, can you do this? It is whether you must work, I'll keep running on the treadmill, or build a loop that quietly works in your favor. If you want more breakdowns like this, the psychology, the systems, the things they never teach, subscribe to the channel. New videos every alternate day, and the next one might be the missing piece you didn't even know you were looking for. I'll see you there.